everyone, I'm Eleonora Galvagno and I'm here with Mrs. Durham to talk about her crush on Steven Van Zandt. Let's start with the first question. What connects you with Steven?
His passion is my passion, and my passion is his passion. My first love is teaching, and I have been somebody who has been obsessed with school reform or transformation. And he also sees some of the cracks in the foundations of education, primarily the fact that arts and music are being cut from the curriculum in the name of making curriculum much more rigorous. And then music has been a part of my life, like forever. All of my memories involve music. And obviously, he's a rock and roll star, but he's more than that. I mean, my connection to him is not some crush on the music. I mean, I have a great respect for his music and him as a performer and an actor and a producer and all of these things. But what really draws me to him is he gets education. When you read his lesson plans and you read what is in his curriculum, like he gets education in the same way that I understand education.
Okay, thanks. What is your purpose and his purpose?
Well, so my purpose is to just talk with him a little bit more about his curriculum and his interest in schools and what it is he's trying to bring to the schools, because maybe he has something that our school would be interested in what he has to offer. Mm-hmm. And this is an opportunity to make a connection, to see if maybe I can't do something to make our school a little bit better. What is his purpose? Again, he sees the vital role that art and music play in schools. I mean, that's the social emotional learning that we're trying to tap into. And I think his purpose is saying, how can I take and give back to the schools and make schools better? Because he genuinely cares about people. I mean, look at his activism. This guy genuinely cares about people. He genuinely cares about kids, and he genuinely cares about music and preserving good music, but using it in a way that strengthens our education system, which definitely needs some strengthening.
How do you think this project can help education and school and teacher and...
Textbooks are the worst thing in the world to try to teach from. Textbooks are about doing. My class, I want it to not be about doing. I want it to be about being.
Okay.
You know? And so I see his curriculum as very rigorous, because there are certain things that you look for when you look at a curriculum to ask yourself, what level of thinking are my students doing here? How are my students learning to learn through this lesson? And those are things that you need to look for. When you look at his curriculum, that stuff is integrated in there, but it's integrated in a way that the experience is a fun experience for the kids. It's a meaningful experience for the kids, and it's so easy to make those connections. And the brain does not retain information if connections are not made during the lesson. Connections are so easily made through his curriculum.
Okay. How can rock and teaching interact?
Man cannot know what he hasn't experienced, okay? We have to create experiences for kids to make the learning meaningful, especially if they've never experienced it before. So simply just playing a song in the class and then talking about a particular thing, when that kid hears the song again, it's going to trigger that memory from that lesson. Music, I've always used music in my classroom. Music sets the tone and the mood. And then again, it builds the experience, so it helps with those connections. But, you know, art oftentimes is a reflection of your society and the reflection of the society's times. Rock and roll is full of rich history, and it tells the story of your country. Rock is very, very powerful in helping students to see perspective, and you absolutely have to have perspective when you study history. And music, I mean, here's the thing, music is the great uniter. Music brings peace. How do we teach kids about hope? Playing music. Music knows no language. In one of the ancient texts that I'm familiar with, says that that you will have peace because there will be music and dancing. Think about the word harmony, moni, mono, one.
It's like united.
But it's all of us together, and it makes a beautiful sound.
I have this question is like, why did he first start with his project? But I think
If I can form a connection with somebody like the Teach Rock organization and Steven Van Zandt, to bring about some change in our school, because that's how change starts. You don't go out and change the world. You go out and start with one town. And in a small town, when you start a spark, the flame catches on pretty quick.
okay.
And I really, that's why I started the journalism class, is I wanted to give a voice, find a way to give a voice and a platform to our students. And then I see this Teach Rock thing, and it just, there's just so much there that's compatible. And if I can find a way to partner with the Teach Rock organization, or if I can find a way to have a connection to somebody that can help me bring voice to what I'm trying to do, then that's why I want to do it. Because again, you can have resources, you can have passion, maybe even a little talent, but you need connections. You need those connections, because you can only go so far on your own. So it's looking for somebody that wants to hold my hand for a minute. And if it happens to be Stevie, rock on! There is a little bit of a girl crush there, but I'm trying to be professional.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Durham, for sharing your crush on Mr. Van Zandt with me. We look forward to meet him and learn more about him.